Alright, this is the fourth video. Let's begin. Before we start, you could pause the video and try to complete the gaps to check your understanding of those words. Alright, this is the paragraph we're going to work on. It's from IELTS 17, Test 1, Reading Passage 3. So the first word is restoration. It's a noun, the act or process of returning something to its earlier good condition or position, or to its owner. Example: a large majority of the population is demanding the restoration of the former government. We have three good collocations here: a large majority of, the restoration of, and former government. When restoration is used with the and the first letter is capitalized, it is about a specific period in the UK when Charles II became king. So this word could be collocated with comedy, poetry, etc. to show that they belong to that period or were written during or after that specific time. Next, we have request, a verb. It's a formal verb to ask for something politely or officially. Example: we requested that the next meeting be held on a Friday. Requests for visas will be dealt with immediately. So if you've noticed, we have that after request and also for in the second sentence. The next word is intention. It's a noun, something that you want and plan to do, or an aim. Example: I have no intention of selling this house. He had good intentions, meaning he meant to be kind, but unfortunately things just didn't work out. It is our intention to be the #1 distributor of health products. Good collocations: have no intention of, have good intentions, and it is our intention to. The next phrase is commit. Commit something to paper, to write something down. Perhaps we should commit these ideas to paper before we forget them. It is best to allow yourself some time to process your experiences before committing them to paper. He never commits anything to paper unless he's completely certain of his position. Collocations: commit ideas to paper, allow yourself some time, process your experiences, completely certain of, and also position here means opinion. The next word is extraordinary. Remember that A is silent and R is linked to O. Extraordinary. It's an adjective, very unusual, special, unexpected, or strange. Example: he told the extraordinary story of his escape. The president took the extraordinary step of apologizing publicly for his behavior. The man's story was so extraordinary that I didn't know whether to believe him or not. The next word is sitting, a noun, a meeting of a committee, court, etc. Example: I needed a couple of sittings with him. The debate itself occupied several sittings. The session will have 18 sittings spread over 24 days. Next, it's a formal verb, relate, to tell a story or describe a series of events. Example: she related the events of the previous week to the police. He relates how at the age of 23 he was interned in a prison camp. She related that she had been approached by an employee asking for time off. The first collocation: related the events of. In the second sentence we have interned. Interned means to put someone in prison for political or military reasons, specifically during a war. The next formal word is recollection. It's a noun, a memory of something. Example: I have many pleasant recollections of the time we spent together. My earliest recollections are of my mother bending over my cot. She was only 3 and has only a vague recollection of these events. First collocation: pleasant recollections of. Earliest recollections, and in the last one we have a vague recollection of. Vague means unclear. Next we have an adjective, fugitive, a person who is running away or hiding from the police or a dangerous situation. Example: a fugitive from US justice. One of the most wanted fugitives sought by the Italian police. He escaped in 1995 and remains a fugitive. A fugitive from, wanted fugitive, and remain a fugitive are good collocations here. Next we have gift. For sure you know the first meaning of gift, but this one is different. Something that you get easily that gives you an advantage. Example, the scandal was a gift to the tabloid press. Tabloid is a newspaper with fairly small pages, mostly containing stories about famous people and not much serious news. Next, we have another formal verb, commence, to begin something. We will commence building work in August of next year. Shall we let the meeting commence? Unfortunately, he commenced speaking before all the guests had finished eating. We also here have a good phrase, beyond hope or beyond all hope, so much or so badly that it will never get better. Example, the political situation in the country has deteriorated beyond all hope. Political situation is a good collocation here. Also, we have a good verb, deteriorate, to become worse. And the last word is recovery, a noun, the process of becoming successful or normal again after problems. Example, at last the economy is showing signs of recovery. A recovery in consumer spending. Hopes of economic recovery are fading. So the first collocation, signs of recovery, a recovery in something, consumer spending, economic recovery, and also we have hope and fade here. Hopes could fade. Here is the paragraph again. You can test yourself and check if you can complete the gaps correctly, and then check the answers with me.